Hello, this is Trisha Reinhardt over at the library. And in a few weeks, at the beginning of August, you are going to see some changes to the EBSCO databases, a completely different searching experience. Now, when I say EBSCO databases, I'm talking about CINAHL, APA PsycInfo, Medline, all of those, and of course, Power Search, which I'm going to be demonstrating for you today. Now, you may also hear the new searching experience referred to as the new EBSCO UI or user interface, and that's how I will be referring to it during this demonstration. So to start out, it's going to be the same exact process. You're going to go to the library homepage, and to search Power Search, you just plug in your search term here in the bar and hit search. And what you'll see is this. Now, it looks a lot different, but don't panic. It has all of the same functionality. And I'm just going to show you around and show you how it navigates. So we have our search term up here that we just put in. Now, if you want that same searching experience that you had with the classic, where you would see the 3 bars up the top there, you actually have to go into this advanced search over here. So when you click on this, here you see the 3 bars. So now I can do the typing in or for my like terms, like nursing management or nurse leader. And then I can go down to my second box here and type in another concept that I want to search. So we're looking at traits or skills. And a lot of the same limiters are here as well. And you can certainly limit before you hit search. But I'm going to hit search like I usually do. And show you the limiters where they are after, because I think most people tend to do that. They tend to hit search and then limit after. So when you hit search here, now you see that your search terms are up here grouped together in parentheses. So you have one concept with its like term and the or in between and one parentheses, and then your other concept here with and in between. So you could go back to the advanced search and change up your search some more if you wanted to, or you can use the same pattern here if you wanted to add something else in, and you could put in United States or US, or some other concept that you want to narrow your search down to. So when I hit enter, it's now using the same searching tools that we had before in the classic UI. I'm just going to take out that United States so we have more to work with here. So we have all the same filters up here. So you definitely want those scholarly peer-reviewed articles. And here is the publication date limiter. So usually you're looking at the last 5 years, but you can also look for the past year or past 10 years, whatever makes the most sense for your project. And if you are doing a discussion board post and you need a resource for tomorrow and you don't have time to request from Interlibrary Loan, you can still click this full text and it will only show you what we have direct full text access to. Now I'm going to uncheck this because I do want to show you what the request looks like in a moment. But I wanted to point out where all of the filters went. Because if you remember, all the filters were usually over here. But now we have this dashboard and research tools. So where did all those other filters go? You just go up here to all filters. And they all show up here. And so here is also where you would, if you wanted to do, let's say the last 4 years or the last 3 years, you could change that here with the custom range, just like you did in the old EBSCO. If you like to limit by subjects, that is still here. you just check off. You can expand it more, check off and hit update. You can also limit still by geography. So if you are looking for just United States or USA, you can check those off. And language, if you're seeing a lot of articles in different languages, you can come here and limit by just English and be able to see those articles there. And so once you have put in all of your filters, you just hit apply and it will rerun your search just like it did in the old system. So there is still the same links, PDF, linking out to other databases, those sorts of things. They just fall under this little drop down here. So when you click on this, you see access options. You can view the PDF. You can go to the online full text, which is through the publisher. You can still click on the article here and see all of the citation information. And you can download it from here as well, or you still have those access options here. So now when I go into the PDF, again, all of those features that were there before are still there. They're just in slightly different places. So you can download the article to your computer, just like usual. If you have a EBSCO account, you can save the article here to your saved items. You can still cite it, the quotation marks here. So we're going to choose APA. And then you can copy to the clipboard. The same disclaimer applies. It's not always 100%, so you can certainly copy and paste it in, but as usual, make sure you're double checking that it is properly formatted before you submit your paper. You can also export your citation, just like usual. So we use RefWorks here. You can still export it to RefWorks, or if you use another citation management tool, you can export it there as well. You can add it to a project. So that is one difference that the new EBSCO user interface has. They call them projects, whereas in the classic EBSCO, you had custom folders here, and they do work quite differently. And I will be doing an additional tutorial on how those work and what you should be doing in your classic account now to make sure it transfers over to the new UI. But there is that option there. You can also share it. So you can, if you use Google Drive, you can share it to Google Drive. You can send it to your OneDrive. So if you are already logged in to the databases, it will already have you logged into your Regis login, everything that you log into through Regis, and you can actually add that to OneDrive. And what it does is it creates a folder called EBSCO in your OneDrive, and that's where all of those articles show up under. So it's really convenient to be able to save it in one place in your files. You can also create a link just like before, and then you can copy this to the clipboard and email it to your professor, email it to yourself. However, there is something cool with the new UI and the URLs, which I'll mention in just a minute. And then you can put in your email or your professor's email if they want to see a copy of it, just like before. It's just all in one place here. So now going back to my results here. So something that I just mentioned about the URLs. So before in the classic EBSCO, you would need to create separate permalinks or permanent URLs to then share so that whoever clicked on that link would be able to get directly to your search or to your article that you wanted to get back to. But in the new UI, you can actually, you just copy and paste this URL right up here. Or if you're in an article, same thing up here. If you are in the PDF up here, you just copy and paste that into your document, into your email, and it will take you right back to that article, as opposed to having to go in and do 2 extra steps of creating the permalink. So that's a really cool feature that they have included in this. There's still the MyEBSCO accounts. So you get into it the same way. It's the same MyEBSCO account. They're all coming over your account. So you log in up here. So I'm logged in right now, but you would sign into your EBSCO account here. If you didn't already have an EBSCO account, it would give you the option to create one. And that will give you access to your saved articles. Now, as I mentioned, I will be doing a separate tutorial because there is something you need to do if you have custom folders in Classic. They will not transfer over the same way. So watch for that tutorial so you can make sure all your saved articles get transferred over to the new user interface. And you can save keep all your articles in one place and then organize them into projects. So that's a little crash course in the new user interface for EBSCO. All of the databases will look the same like this. If you have any questions at all on, will it still do this? How do I do this? Where is this? It moved, anything like that, please feel free to get in touch with us. You can email reference@regiscollege.edu with any questions you have, and we're happy to answer your questions. And if we don't know the answer, we'll find out for you. We hope that you enjoy the new UI when it goes live in the beginning of August. And thank you for watching.